some Dungeonland.
We got some Dungeonland. We can talk. Let's talk about Dungeonland before we talk about SimCity, because I'm going to want to bring out our guests before we get to SimCity. Dungeonland is one of the coolest games I saw at Paradox Interactive. It is awesome. It's pretty much, it's a 3-player hack and slash. And so the way it works is there's 3 classes. You have the rogue, you have the warrior, and you have the wizard. Yeah, the mage.
Always a mage.
Yeah, mage.
That's how you say it. It's mage.
Mage or mage?
Mage.
Mage?
Mage.
Not mage?
No, it's not a Z, it's a G.
Because the way you said it sounded ridiculous.
You're weird.
At any rate, so you have these 3 characters. You all have to use your abilities in tandem in order to survive. You can't really separate from your party too much because the screen just gets filled with enemies quickly, like super quick. It's ridiculous, and it is freaking tough. No matter what character you are, if you're trying to fight alone, you're gonna die. And then they also just throw in random mini bosses that can be anything. And we kept getting this random mini boss that just kept whooping our asses. And while it is a very hardcore hack and slash game like that, it's very cartoony as well. So while there's blood and guts going on, and you're also cutting these cute cartoon sheep in half, and blood splattering everywhere, but nothing really looks too serious.
And you said it was 3-player.
Yeah,
right?
Well, it's 4-player.
Oh, so you're going to have a double of one of those characters.
No, you're not. The 4th player is playing a strategy game in which he is the dungeon master of Dungeonland. So, the premise is the dungeon master got sick and tired of all of these heroes coming and wrecking his stuff all the time.
Heroes.
Yeah. So
saving people.
Being jerks, getting all the loots, poning all the monsters. It's ridiculous. So he decides that he's going to build this, fairyland for warriors to come and kill stuff and give him money for it, or they die. Okay. Which, it's a win-win for the dungeon master. But of course, in order for him to succeed in either killing these guys or making sure that they get their money worth, he's going to have to figure out the best way to destroy them.
Right.
So you, as the dungeon master, actually plot out all of these traps and monsters for the other players as they go through it. So you're an invisible guiding force. Yeah.
But 4-player.
Yeah, okay. It's pretty much their bronze against your brain the whole time.
It sounds totally like a board game gone video game.
Well, I mean, the concept of a dungeon master, very D&D, very pen and paper game. But the hack and slash aspect of it is definitely very traditional arcade fighting stuff. And that's what made it really, really cool. You have your own ability as a character, but you have to make sure that you're using those abilities with the other ones. If I'm the warrior and I'm the tank, I can defend against anything. So I can go around baiting all the enemies into attacking me while the mage casts a spell.
Right.
Things like that. Basic World of Warcraft strategy stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just a blast to play. Even though we kept dying while doing the demo, we kept controller back up and trying to get through it again and pushing it like that. And one of the things they're trying to add also to the game, they didn't have it playable, is you can actually play as the boss in the game if you're the dungeon master. So now the reason I find this really cool is because in every game when you fight a boss, it's always the boss does the same thing 3 times.
Repeat.
Yeah, you go back. But if you have an actual human being playing the boss, there's they're going to do whatever the hell they want.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
sounds really interesting.
Yeah, no, it's a really, really cool game. It's these developers from Brazil, and this is their first game that they've ever made, and I'm extremely impressed with what they did.
I do think we have video